It is thy will to defend the world, then thou needst simply bring me low. Yet what reason hast thou to attempt such a feat? I need merely look into thine eyes to know the answer to that. Thou wishest to dismantle.
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft with benevolent hands and eyes. You find it strange. But this is your world. The world to which you longed to return. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains. The vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. all come to an end. As it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon cease to exist. In the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Explore the remnants of this world while you can. Perhaps, in doing so, you shall come to see the truth, and know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
How will Sir Hugo fare out in the world on his lonesome? It pains me that we could not aid him in finding a better path.
A cheerless outcome for all involved.
This rumour has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me none of the knowledge I have accrued can be of aid. Then go. Since times of eld, remember. Then I bid ye farewell. Since time, remember. Draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Spending gold to make gold, is that not a contradiction?
Right you are.
What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, did not Sir Theus speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the Seafloor Shrine?
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
Skeleton! Hold to the bone!
Fire's fury shan't be evaded against this foe. That was well fought. There's no one standing
Since letting the enemy gain the upper hand, none dripping gets the worm, as they say.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phasus' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
Fine. This place is too comfortable.
Scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge. Not much going on. Can't help but talking.
My sword arm.
If this experiment were to fail,
Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, mayhap you will succeed where I could not. Indeed, then in your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, could that have been the world for— Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I admire your dedication, Master. 'Tis no small feat to hone one's skills so fine. We pawns must endeavor not to fall behind.
So you're here, are you? Now that I think of it, I do seem to recall Lord Phasus lamenting that he be— But it matters not. Both he and I are too rushed off our feet to care for such trivialities. We seek to devise some means of forestalling these dragons' attacks from above, you see. If you've an interest in helping us fight this battle, 'tis all the same. Either way. This world needs no Arisen. Leave me if you've an interest in help.
So tired.
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread. Shall we take— It is a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I always say.
Where will the wind blow me today?
This is too...
Go on, have a... Look, pleasure doing
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Brought me some tales of your adventures, I hope.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melf. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to force...
Everyone is in despair over what has become of their work.
Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Is there naught to be done about...
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? I wouldn't prefer to so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Well done!
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labor.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment. I quite agree.
Your Majesty's faithful.
I must, I grant you roaring flame.
It appears we found a ballista.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
I'm rather busy, if you can't tell. No, no, no.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Ah! We would make use of this stone gigantus, Talos, 'tis called, to intercept the dragon's attacks from the... Fortunately, we believe 'twas once powered by some form of magic, which gives us hope.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
However, our efforts thus... Behold! Big move! Go forth, Talos! Me!
Tis a grand feat to command a construct so massive.
It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? To think of it, different masters play the different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beast strings for allies.
Fascinating.
Drove the clouds away. But now the statue is broken. A shame, really.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your... What has become of the world?
This was your doing, was it not? I'll not pretend to understand. But you have my gratitude, all the same. 'Twas enough to give me hope of snatching this world from the jaws of ruin.
Truly, the strength of the mortal will ne'er ceases to amaze.
You seem distracted. Is aught amiss?
Perhaps you believe destruction to be my goal. That I seek to bring an end to this ill-begotten world. However, naught could be further from the truth. In this world, I exist only to observe, to read all that unfolds.
Arisen? Could it be that the world forged addresses you even now?
Well, well. 'Twould seem that this man is aware of my presence, if only in part.
I confess I know not what you are. Nor do I care. Be you a transcendent being of a piece with the divine, or only an observer keeping watch on us from afar. Know this. You have no right to deem this world a mistake.
He bears a will strong and true. Had he but chosen a different path, he would have made a fine arisen. Yet, there is no sense lamenting what might have been, for that title has lost all meaning. After all, what need is there for arisen in a world coming apart at the seams?
You underestimate mortal kind at your peril. Mark my words, the day will come when I divine the truth of this world. And on that day I shall free it from its yoke, from the burden of this loathsome dogma of dragons!
A ballista is a ranged weapon. 'Tis not how we use this, but when. that counts. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Looking for aught in particular?
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forced? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to one.
Something like a wall of light impedes our progress. Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's ascent. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
How about this? I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
I'll judge you and feed you your entrails. Your
principles unproven are as dust.
Witness my ire.
I fear this trial is too much for one.
Tremendous work! Our combined might is beyond any foe.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Why do you falter? Come this way. A fine welcome indeed. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Beast foul powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
The month I spent with Lord Phasus was a queer experience indeed. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt your presence.
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical. There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
I will protect you.
world is...
To think that Bars was in truth a dragon. 'Twas clever of you to realize its true nature, Master.
Out anyway.
Our soldiers need better training.
There's no hope to be found where'er I turn.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses. Lost track of time. This place is too cold.
Few were privy to the goings-on in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
Do the people not question its existence? I should like to know more about its activities, if 'twere me.